what you feel here as well is I was going to say, you don't want Cedrine Cabal to go too early on this climb. It's got to be a lesson in patience. Vollering's tried the first attack. Now she knows that everyone can go with her. She knows she's got this race sewn up. Now maybe take it down to a sprint.
Yeah, Demi Vollering wants another stage victory, doesn't she? She wants to wrap up this Vuelta with her arms aloft in the air. She clearly was riding within herself on the wheel of Anna van der Breggen. She just wanted to push on the pace, just see what it did to the other riders that are following here. Cedrine Cabal looking to be the rider that's struggling the most, but still managing to hang on. Anna van der Breggen happy to again come through and ride her own tempo as we come into the Flamme Rouge. We know it kicks up again here. So that final kilometre averaging just over 9%. And we know that's where the biggest differences can be made on those steeper gradients, where you get a lot less protection on the wheel. 10% here.
10%. 1 second separating the two riders on the front in second and third on the general classification as Marlen Reusser shifts the hands down onto the drops. Demi Vollering would feel that she has a good sprint at the top of a climb such as this, but it could be the punchy French rider on the back, Cedrine Cabal, as we go back to Niamh Fisher-Black and Juliette Labousse behind as Fisher-Black into the final K. Van der Breggen out of the saddle. Is Vollering going to make a move? She doesn't perhaps fancy the chances of taking this down to a sprint. She's looking to try and use the steep sections of this climb to go clear, and the gap maybe a metre or so opening. Van der Breggen spinning that gear. Cabal, though, unfortunately, just starting to drift off the back under the second attack here of Demi Vollering, but Marlen Reusser trying to come through. Can Cabal find a way to get back on?
Daylight now between Demi Vollering and Marlen Reusser. She's going to push hard for this now in the last 700 metres. Marlen Reusser as well looks to be distancing Anna van der Breggen.
Vollering, the acceleration, the seated acceleration that we have seen so many times in the career of Demi Vollering. She now rides clear, looking to try and finish this year's Vuelta in the same fashion that she finished last year's. And Vollering riding clear and putting time into the second and place riders behind her. Vollering, 48 career victories for the Dutch rider. She finished that stage to the summit finish in last year's race in that red jersey to take the general classification. The battle here between Marlen Reusser and Anna van der Breggen for the podium is really on.
For seven stages, that general classification of second and third to come down to 1 second is really nail-biting stuff. But this is looking really good for Demi Vollering. She's showing us yet again what a superstar she is in a league of her own. Clearly happy under the pressure of Anna van der Breggen, who's done the majority of this climb on the front now.
Out of the saddle, the big effort to the summit for the red jersey in the Vuelta. What a way to finish this one off. Marlen Reusser for the Spanish team of Movistar, looking for the second spot on the podium as Vollering spins now towards the summit. There is a reason why she has the #1 on her back, and this is the reinforcement of the best stage race rider of her generation as she comes through the clouds up towards the summit. It is going to be a second stage win of this year's Vuelta, and with it another red jersey. Demi Vollering defends La Vuelta in incredible fashion. Another stage victory, a lesson in patience behind Marlen Reusser. Comes through for second place, and with it bonus seconds and puts time into Anna van der Breggen. That moves Marlen Reusser up in the general classification to second place. But you've got to say, a stage win and third on GC for Anna van der Breggen. She is well and truly back, and the French rider Cedrine Cabal comes home in fourth place, fourth on general classification. The young French rider reinforcing her position as a big stage race favourite.